Bombshell at Arsenal. The club has made contact with a Barcelona star over a surprise free transfer that could shake up the market. Meanwhile, Gunners fans are urging Mikel Arteta to sign a quality Tottenham player who, interestingly, is an Arsenal fan. And according to Troy Deeney, if Arsenal secures a £63 million signing in January, the Premier League title is practically guaranteed. All this and more you can check out now with the top Arsenal news directly from Emirates Stadium. So make sure to like the video and check your subscription so you don't miss any updates. And without further ado, let's get started. The January transfer window is almost here, and for Arsenal, it's shaping up to be a crucial moment to strengthen their squad for the challenges ahead. Mikel Arteta has a lot to think about, with a few key areas that might need fresh faces if the right opportunities come along. One of the biggest concerns right now is Bukayo Saka's injury, which could push the club's decision makers to make some bold moves to fill the gap and bring in quality reinforcements for the final stretch of the season. At the same time, the Gunners are keeping an eye on options for a new center forward, as well as players who can add more depth and reliability to the midfield. That said, Arsenal's approach to the winter transfer window seems cautious. They're unlikely to splash the cash unless something truly unexpected pops up, especially considering how tricky this market can be to navigate. Interestingly, it looks like an unexpected opportunity might already be knocking on their door. The question now is whether Arsenal will take the leap or stick to their careful game plan. An intriguing transfer opportunity for Arsenal could emerge this winter with the future of Barcelona playmaker Dani Olmo up in the air. With Barcelona struggling financially, the Spain international may find himself unable to be officially registered unless the club makes additional sales. If that happens, Olmo could potentially leave for free, opening up an unexpected opportunity for several clubs to swoop in. This situation presents a chance for Arsenal to reinforce their squad, with Sky Sports reporting that the Gunners have had positive contacts with Olmo's representatives. However, they aren't alone in the race, as Manchester City is also showing interest, looking to tweak their squad to mount another serious title challenge. There's one hurdle though: Arsenal's lack of a permanent sporting director could make it tougher to convince Olmo to make the move. The report also highlights that Mikel Arteta himself would likely need to step in and personally make the case for Olmo to join the North London side. Dani Olmo might be widely recognized as an attacking midfielder, but his ability to play across multiple positions makes him a valuable asset for Arsenal. At 26, the Spanish international brings versatility with his right foot, being equally comfortable on both the left and right wings. This flexibility could be a game changer for Mikel Arteta's plans, especially with Bukayo Saka sidelined. If Olmo were to slot in on the left wing, it would open the door for Gabriel Martinelli or even young Ethan Nwaneri to take up duties on the right flank, filling the void left by Saka's injury. Alternatively, deploying Olmo on the right wing could provide a direct solution to that position, simplifying the lineup decisions in the critical weeks ahead. While it's still uncertain if Olmo will join the Gunners, the prospect of a potential free transfer to secure such depth and quality is a tempting one. Arsenal fans are all telling Mikel Arteta to sign one quality Tottenham player who is actually a Gunners fan. Switching between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur has always been a hot topic, and for good reason. It's a rare and controversial move that stirs up strong emotions on both sides of North London. One of the most infamous examples is Sol Campbell's jaw-dropping switch in 2001. The defender joined Arsenal on a free transfer, a decision Spurs fans still hold a grudge against to this day. Yet from Campbell's perspective, it's hard to argue he made the wrong choice. Under Arsene Wenger, he bagged 2 Premier League titles and 3 FA Cup trophies, solidifying his legacy as a Gunners legend. Campbell's move was groundbreaking, as few players since have dared to follow in his footsteps. While William Gallas and Emmanuel Adebayor eventually wore Tottenham's colors after their Arsenal stints, even they avoided making a direct leap between the two rival clubs. After Liverpool's dominant win over Spurs in North London on Sunday, many Arsenal fans flooded X with a clear message for Mikel Arteta. With Bukayo Saka sidelined for an extended period, supporters saw a potential opportunity to swoop in for Tottenham's Dejan Kulusevski, who they believe is being wasted in the current Spurs setup. Kulusevski did manage a consolation goal in the loss against Arne Slot's side, but that only seemed to reinforce the sentiment among Arsenal fans. One passionate supporter tweeted, "In the summer, Kulusevski should walk through the doors of the Soba Reality Training Center. He's a lifelong Arsenal fan. Spurs have no ambition. He's being wasted there. Someone needs to whisper in his ear. He'd be a fantastic signing for both parties." It's bold thinking, especially given the rivalry between the two clubs, but some Gooners clearly see the Swedish Swedish winger as a player who could thrive under Arteta's guidance. In addition, there were also a lot of Arsenal supporters focusing on the fact that Kulusevski is thought to be a fan of the club, at least before he joined Spurs. Another said, Kulusevski is an Arsenal fan. They won't sell him to us, but put a bid in. He will want out. As mentioned, Saka will be missing for a significant period, and another supporter truly believed that Kulusevski was the right player to deputize for Saka moving forward. Dejan Kulusevski admits that he's an Arsenal fan. Quite a few supporters referenced Kulusevski's allegiance to Arsenal, and they're not wrong. Perhaps the Spurs winger has now changed his tune somewhat, but when speaking to Lund podcast whilst he was still playing in Italy in the past, the Sweden international made his feelings towards Arsenal very clear. He said, "My favorite team is Arsenal because I like everything about the club, the city, the players, and the way they play football. It would surely be pretty impossible to prize Kulusevski away from Tottenham, now or in the future, but at the same time, he's definitely a player who would thrive in the other half of North London, one who would arguably be an upgrade on Leandro Trossard and Gabriel Martinelli." Troy Deeney says Arsenal will definitely win the Premier League if they sign £63 million player in January. Arsenal are under pressure to strengthen their attack this January, with Bukayo Saka sidelined by an injury that could keep him out until February. A massive setback for the Gunners' title hopes. Mikel Arteta has hinted at 5 internal options to fill the void left by Saka, including reshuffling the lineup to play a striker out wide. However, this approach would create new gaps in Arsenal's forward line, underscoring the need for reinforcements. A quality addition up front in the winter window could address multiple problems at once. Former Watford captain Troy Deeney has already floated the idea of Alexander Isak as the perfect solution for Arsenal's attacking woes. Writing for the BBC, Deeney included Isak in his team of the week and didn't hold back on his admiration for the Newcastle striker, the best striker in English football right now. Deeney wrote, "If Arsenal signed him, they'd win the league, no question. Everyone else would be in trouble, but Newcastle won't let that happen. He's too important for them, and they know it. They need to invest more in the squad around him though, or he'll end up at one of the biggest clubs in the world." While a move for Isak feels unlikely given Newcastle's ambitions, it's clear that Arsenal must act decisively in January to maintain their momentum. Whether it's Isak or another high-caliber forward, the Gunners can't afford to let this transfer window pass without a statement signing. Arsenal receive injury boost as key players spotted in training ahead of Ipswich Town clash. There's barely time to catch a breath at Arsenal, with the players back at Colney preparing for the upcoming showdown against Ipswich Town. Bukayo Saka and Raheem Sterling were notably absent from training, as both are sidelined with injuries. Arteta confirmed Sterling will be out for weeks due to a knee problem, adding to the Gunners' long list of fitness concerns this season. But amidst the gloom, there's finally a glimmer of good news. In a festive video shared by Arsenal's media team, Oleksandr Zinchenko was spotted back with the squad, working out in the gym. Initially seen as a doubt for the Ipswich clash, Zinchenko's presence in training is a welcome boost for Arteta as the team gears up for a hectic stretch of fixtures. While it's still unclear if the Ukrainian defender is fully ready to return, his involvement signals progress. Dealing with a minor muscle issue, Zinchenko's return couldn't come at a better time, especially in what has already been a challenging season for the 2025 signing. Fans will be hoping he's back to full fitness soon to help steady the ship during this crucial period. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.